Virgo Libra Cusp Collective. Welcome to your timeless cosmic tarot energy reading and spread. I hope that this live finds you in the highest vibration possible, and I thank you guys so much for tuning in and checking me out, okay? And for all the love you do show here on my channel. If you are returning, I appreciate it. And if you're new, welcome. Grateful to connect with you in this moment. All right, Virgo Libra, let's go ahead and get into your moment of gratitude and grounding. Do whatever feels right and best for you as a gratitude practice. I am going to do the same, and then we'll see what you got going on in the cosmos, okay? Almighty Creator, my divine ancestors, and all holy angels, I thank you so much for being here with me and with the Virgo Libra Cusp Collective of Energy here on YouTube. Anyone who maybe has strong Virgo or Libra in their natal chart, or 6th and 7th house energies, or just feels drawn to watch this reading, I thank you for connecting us all in this moment. I also thank you for clearing my energy and allowing me to channel the most important messages that this collective needs to hear regarding how they're being cosmically supported in the now moment, whatever planets, houses, transits, aspects, zodiac signs, or elemental energies are guiding, influencing, or supporting this collective. I do ask that that information come forward in this reading. And I thank you so much, Divine, for that clear guidance, for your grace, your love, your mercy, your protection, the peace that you bring, and your presence with us in this moment. We love you, and so it is. All right, Virgo Libra, feels like this deck is almost ready. All right, let's get into it. Cosmic energy for Virgo Libra. Okay, you got Leo. We're in Leo season, or this moment, this energy, if you're watching this when I'm streaming, okay, is very important here, okay? You might have strong Leo in your chart somewhere here, Virgo Libra, but it's the vibration of 17, which does break down into an 8, so that speaks about your abundance in some way, shape, or form, okay? Then you have lunar eclipse, change, vibration of 43. And then you have the 6th house. There's that Virgo energy, okay? Sixth house is all about routine, practice. It's also about your health, okay? Some of you might feel very inspired to make health changes. Something about the solar plexus here might be very important for you to look into. You also have fire element and desire at the bottom of the deck. So more Leo energy, could also be Aries or Sagittarius energy, but there's a desire to make some changes here in your daily routine. Hold on one second, y'all. Oh my goodness. Ooh, I got something in my eye. Okay. Ooh, sorry about that, y'all. Ooh. Okay. I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm burning some juniper. Ooh. And I think a little bit I had some of the resin on my finger and I just rubbed it in my eye. So not fun. But let's move forward. Wait, hold on one second. I'm sorry. Maybe you guys feel like there's a lot of interruptions or a lot of I don't know, something in your eye. Maybe something isn't very clear or something's hard to see. Okay? Oy. But there is this desire I feel here, Virgo Libra, for you guys to make some important changes when it comes to your health. Okay, now I'm no doctor. If there are health issues that are arising for you, Virgo Libra, make sure you go get that checked out, okay? Um, for my number people, again, we have 17 turning into an 8 or breaking down into an 8. You have 43, which breaks down into a 7, and 30, which breaks down into a 3, and 37, which is a 10, which could also be a 1. All right. So any of those numbers might mean something here to you, or you might start seeing them as synchronicities. It's something about this Leo energy, Virgo Libra. I feel like it's just Leo season. There might just be a lot of signs, synchronicities, messages that the divine is sending you about changing up your routine, whether this is like your daily practice. And I feel like for those of y'all that will resonate with that, you know this. It's like your spirit is telling you, I got to switch something up. I have to change something. I got to get back into a routine. Maybe you fell off of a routine here, okay? I got to get back into one, and or I got to create some sort of structure here, okay, that addresses your health. Some of you, this could be gut health, again, with that solar plexus energy. And even if, let's say, you guys go to the doctor and say, hey, my stomach's feeling weird, or again, I'm going through this ailment or feeling this, and they say, okay, well, nothing's wrong with you, then that just means you're going through some form of spiritual ascension here, Virgo Libra, okay? And it might be purifying your solar plexus. Now, I do have a curated chakra healing playlist as far as frequencies are concerned, linked in my description box below if you want to check that out as a starting point. To do some healing work on your solar plexus, that might be helpful or beneficial to you, okay? And if you do check that out, let me know. But yeah, it just feels like there's this, it's almost like there's this fire that gets ignited in you here, Virgo Libra, to be like, okay, I've been saying I want to make all these changes for a while now, or I've been saying I want to get into this structure. I've been saying I need this routine. It's time for me to do it. So you guys might be in heavy masculine energy right now, getting things done, like taking action on what it is that your spirit's been telling you to do for a while, okay? All right, let's clarify this a little bit with some tarot, and then we'll pull from the Sacred Destiny deck, okay? Tell me more about this Leo lunar eclipse in 6th house energy, divine. For Virgo Libra, what do they need to know about Leo lunar eclipse in 6th house energy? Thank you so much. Tell me more about this Leo energy, okay? Yep, you got the King of Swords. Oh, wow. Look at this. You got the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords. Came out together. Stuck. Okay? So this could represent that air element that you are connected to here, Virgo Libra, that Libra energy. Queen of Swords being a Libra energy for me specifically as a reader. But there's this masculine-feminine balance, right? It's almost like your masculine and your feminine energetic energy internally are in agreement that there are some changes that need to be made, that there's some shifts that need to happen, and it's like both of those polarities are on the same page. So you might be experiencing some deeper forms of internal union here, Virgo Libra, during Leo season. It's like getting your intuition and your mind, or your body and your mind, on the same page. Tell me more about the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords for this Leo energy. Interesting. Okay, that's way too many. Way too many. Tell me more. Clarify this King and Queen of Swords energy for Leo. Yeah, there you go. The Hangman. Yeah, it's like your internal masculine and inner feminine energy is putting you on pause, and maybe that's why some of these ailments are coming up, or these health things might be presenting themselves. It's trying to get you to see how the path that you've been on, or your viewpoint or perspective, or your thoughts, right? Because this is King of Swords and Queen of Swords energy, that there's a mindset shift that has to happen here. And I just really feel like it's that. It's like I've been thinking about doing this for a while. I just haven't gotten around to it. Now your internal feminine and masculine energies are like, okay, the time is now to do it. Let's get to it, okay? So that hangman is like, it's time for you to see from another point of view. It's time for you to kind of take a pause for some of y'all. Do that evaluation, that recalibration to get started on these changes that need to happen in your routine, okay? Tell me more about these changes, though. What changes need to happen here for Virgo Libra? What changes need to happen for Virgo Libra? Yeah, you got the Seven of Swords. This is that I'll do it again, or I'm thinking about it, but putting it off. That's just what I feel. It's like I'm thinking about it. I'm not taking action on it yet. I'm still thinking about it. Maybe that's what needs to change. Yeah. Yeah. And the Eight of Wands, right. No more thinking about it here, Virgo Libra. It's time to do it, to take action. Wands energy. And then you have the Six of Swords, right? I feel like it's the energy of, oh, I'll start that when this happens. I'll get to that when this occurs, or this comes in, or I land over here, or when I get this done, then I'll start that. But it's almost like whatever you are putting off here, Virgo Libra, has to get done now. Eight of Wands has to get done now. Okay. Tell me more about this routine, though. What in Virgo Libra's routine needs to be addressed? What in Virgo Libra's routine needs to be addressed? You have the Wheel of Fortune. So that tells me that it's definitely a varied or a variety of things, okay? It's fixed energy, though. It's like it's not yet set in stone. And maybe that's what I was feeling. It's like there's a routine that has to happen. Maybe you guys have just, again, fallen off some sort of routine that you had here, Virgo Libra, or there's a need to recreate one or create one in general from scratch, okay, that leads you into some form of abundance or prosperity, meaning success, right? It gets you to overcome or conquer something that, again, you absolutely know. For the collective I'm tapped into, you know exactly what this is, okay? It could be a few different things. Okay, tell me more. Tell me more about this Wheel of Fortune energy for the 6th house and routine. Okay, that's a little too much. Clarify this Wheel of Fortune. Tell me more. Too many. Thank you. Yeah, 8 of Swords. So you got the 6, 7, and the 8 of Swords here. Okay. It's almost like analysis paralysis here, especially with the King and Queen of Swords. It's like spending a lot of time coming up with a strategy to do something, but not spending enough time in the action position. Because it's almost like, ooh, something about this routine that needs to be set in place, or again, something that needs to be addressed in your health here, whether that's mental health, emotional health, physical health, spiritual health here, Virgo Libra. You guys fill in that blank, okay? It's almost like there's a fear of, well, if I actually do it, it's really going to cause some change, right? It's the Wheel of Fortune. It's going to shift me. You also got the 8 of Wands right here. It's going to really shift me. It's going to really change things up. And maybe part of you here is just very complacent with what is and where you are, right? So it's again, it's just this energy. Oh, I'll get to that tomorrow. I'll start tomorrow, or I'll start Monday. I'll start on the next following Monday. Monday comes, okay? I think I'll start that next following Monday. So it's just like it keeps getting pushed off and off and off and off, okay? But I think it's just because you know that this is a change that's actually going to set you on the right course or put you on a different path. And I feel like that's where the fears come in and or the block. Okay, it's like part of you is not ready or doesn't feel ready for these changes, okay? Or is too much in your logical mind with the King and Queen of Swords to really allow Spirit to kind of show up and help you navigate this. So it's like, again, overthinking it, overanalyzing what needs to be done, but not actually starting it, okay? And that's okay. We all, oh my gosh, we all go through this cycle time and time and time and time again, okay? But I feel like you guys will get out of it soon because you do have the Hangman, which means It's a full stop. It's a full pause to say, okay, we can no longer operate the way we have been. Something has to shift and change. Wheel of Fortune, okay? Clarify the Wheel of Fortune and the Eight of Swords. Again, too many. There you go. Yeah. Like I said, you're going to be moving out of that Four of Swords energy. A lot of swords, a lot of air. A lot of air. You're going to be moving out of that mental block though, Virgo Libra, okay? So you know deep down, especially with the lunar eclipse, you know that there is something that has to shift and there is something that has to change. I just think that it's almost like, yeah, I think it could be for some of y'all where, again, I know that if I embark on these changes or start building this routine or address this health issue or address whatever is stopping me, then I can no longer be stopped. I can no longer be stuck. And some part of you is very comfortable in that stuck energy. And like I said, it's okay. We all go through that. We all deal with that in various aspects of our lives, right? So try to be gentle and compassionate with yourself here. But yeah, your inner masculine and inner feminine are on the same page with that Hangman. Like something has to give, something has to shift, something has to change, okay? So the Four of Swords tells me that something about stillness, okay? Meaning let it come to you here, whatever this path or however to go about this change in this shift, Virgo Libra. Because I feel like you're racking your brain trying to plan it out ahead of time, where it almost is like the divine is trying to bring a little bit of the path to you. And there's also this need to just trust that when the moment that you just take a step in that direction, that you take whatever action that you know you need to take, because I'm talking to a group of y'all where you know exactly what you need to do, you're just hesitating on it or you're procrastinating on it. Just taking that first step, it's like a call and response with the universe that I feel like they're trying to set up here with you, Virgo Libra. You take that step, then they'll respond. You take the next step because you'll be inspired, then you'll be respond. And then you go to the next one, as opposed to being like looking at all the steps or trying to map out all the steps that you have to take and getting overwhelmed by that, right? Interesting. Bottom of the deck, you have the Page of Cups to clarify the fire element and desire. Yeah, this is just needing to be open to new possibilities or seeking connection in some way. But I feel like this is a connection with the divine, honestly. I feel like it's being open-hearted to support. Like your mind is a beautiful space, Virgo Libra. It absolutely is. Okay, especially with the Virgo and Libra dynamics that you hold. But it could also be a blockage, right? Being a little bit too practical, being a little too overwhelmed in the thought or focused. Some of y'all, this is like being focused on perfection. Like, I don't want to take that step unless it's perfect. But I don't think the divine is asking for perfect. I just think they're asking for movement. Okay? But let's go ahead and see what the highest energetic outcome might be. Thank you so much, Divine, for these beautiful messages here for Virgo Libras. What might be the highest energetic outcome for Virgo Libra dealing with this? Forgiveness. Interesting. Interesting. Why is forgiveness here? And maybe this is, I think some of y'all, again, with all this sword energy, to have the Four of Swords, the Six of Swords, the Seven of Swords, the Eight of Swords, the King of Swords, the Queen of Swords, it's like some of y'all, you might be a little hard on yourself here. That's why I feel like the Four of Swords is like, let it come to you a little bit. If you don't know something, Virgo Libra, or don't know how, interestingly enough with the Wheel of Fortune, you see how they have the books? If you don't know how, it's okay to learn as you go. I think that's the sign there with the Wheel of Fortune in the books. It's like the chapter isn't done, the book isn't finished, you're still writing it, you're still learning, but movement has to happen here. Movement has to happen, okay? Some of you guys, this is analysis paralysis because the last time you made a decision or made a move, it maybe didn't work out the way you wanted it to. So it's like, how can I trust that what I think is right is right? Again, I feel like that's where the divine is saying you don't necessarily have to fully all the way trust it. Some of you have to feel it. Page of Cups. If it's a desire of yours, for some of y'all, that's all you really need. The thoughts and the plan will come together as you follow the desire. So it's almost like a change in approach to something here that you're either trying to manifest, trying to create, trying to ground into your life, okay? Tell me more, but it's the forgiveness for the mistakes that maybe you feel you've made, okay? You also have flow. Flow's been coming out, especially I love that that's there for the moon energy, okay? That's what I mean by follow the desire here, Virgo Libra. Okay, as opposed to the thought. So really getting into the emotional energy or the things that you want to feel, or feeling how whatever this routine is or whatever you're trying to get into here. Okay, again, this is just general, so you guys fill in the blank. But whatever this is for you, Virgo Libra, it needs to be felt. I don't think it can solely just be thought through. It has to be felt through. Okay. What else might be the highest energetic outcome of this energy for Virgo Libra? Focus. Yeah. Forgiveness, flow, and focus. Some of you guys, your name could begin with an F, or you might have an F in your name, or the letter F might mean something here. Oh, I just heard F because of failure. Yeah, some of you guys maybe have experienced a recent setback or a perceived, ooh, there it is, a perceived failure, right? Yeah, the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords are absolutely two energies who do not like to be wrong. They do not like to fail. That's almost unacceptable for them. And I think that's what you're battling here internally, Virgo Libra. But that's the perspective shift. Did you really fail? Or did you learn something, right? Was it really a loss here, Virgo Libra, or was it redirection? It's flipping it on its head. Hangman. Okay? And even if you can see, I hope y'all can see this, but this leopard has their head up towards the sky as opposed to straight forward. And for this to be the focus card, it's almost like focus on the snow falling, not how long the snow is or how much longer you have to go on this journey. It's like focus on the present moment, right? Maybe that's the routine that has to happen. Maybe you need to spend more time in the day-to-day focused on the present, as opposed to pushing your mind or your mental energy so far out in the future that it paralyzes you a little bit. Others of you, this is forgiving yourself for not knowing something that you feel you should have known. So it's almost like beating yourself up for being unprepared in some sort of way, or not having this know-how or this skill or whatever this might be, okay? So then it's like, okay, well, the next time I'm going to absolutely make sure I know everything, but you're not meant to know everything in the moment, Virgo Libra. Some things you have to learn along the path. That's why desire is so important. Because if you lose the desire, Virgo Libra, then the growth, then the journey forward becomes that much more heavier. Okay? But since focus came out, what does Virgo Libra need to focus on specifically, Divine? What does Virgo Libra need to focus on specifically? Thank you. What does Virgo Libra need to focus on? Adventures. That's what I mean. And I know that this is going to sound super cliche, okay? I totally get what I'm about to say is like, all right, chill out. But it's about the journey, not the destination, right, Virgo Libra? Just like I said here with the leopard, it's about focusing on the snow falling, being in the moment, being in awe of the world around you in that moment, as opposed to, oh gosh, I have however many miles up ahead to go. It's cherishing the now, because that's all you really have. Yeah. And the next moment can't be planned all the time. And I think that's what the divine is trying to get you to tap into, seeing life as an adventure. It's going to be scary moments. There's going to be exciting moments. There's going to be calm moments. There's going to be intense moments, right? It's going to be an up and down, swirl around, all of that type of roller coaster. So it's just like, enjoy the ride of it. Enjoy the ride. Some of y'all, it's really just getting out of your head. It's just getting out of your head. Okay? Getting out of your head and getting into the heart, into the feel of it, into the spirit of it, okay? Yeah, healing chaos. Focus on healing the chaos, okay? Meaning, this is absolutely a battle, especially my Virgo Libras, if you feel that you have experienced a failure recently. But that's, the spirit just keeps telling me it's perceived failure. It's perceived. You're looking at it as a failure when actually it's something that kind of feels like it needed to happen, okay? It needed to happen to recalibrate your focus, your perspective on your life, right? Journeying through life with all this heavy sword energy, it's going to exhaust you, and you're going to miss out on the snow falling, right? You're going to miss out on those special moments that the divine is orchestrating for you because you're so focused or so caught up in the mind. Okay, that's why Four of Swords is here. It's okay to sit back. It's okay to let certain things come to you. It's okay to not know. You had to learn, because the Four of Swords comes after the Three of Swords. You wouldn't know the difference if how could I say that? It's like almost like that analogy of being all light is not good, being all dark is not good, right? But one can't exist without the other. So if you only focus on one and ignore the other one, you're ignoring half of yourself or half of the situation. You're not really integrating the full moment. And that's what this feels like. It feels like the divine is trying to get you to integrate the full moment of where you are, okay? And then you have a leadership, okay? And that also came out with illumination. Yeah, I think the divine is trying to get you to see that you have a lot more power than I think you're giving yourself credit for. And when it comes to this situation, okay? That even though, yes, you are the leader in your own life, right? You're the captain of your ship, but you also have a co-pilot, right? In the divine, in the creator. And I feel that energy. I feel like this sense of appreciation that the divine has for you for wanting to lead your life, wanting to be this leader, wanting to kind of shoulder it all and figure it out and go. But I think that's maybe causing a little bit more roadblocks than are necessary. So it's like some things, yes, you got to go out, you got to go get, but then some things you got to let come to you. And I think that that's also a part of leadership. Realizing that it's not a solo mission, leadership. It's being a part of a whole, right? And that whole that you're a part of, it's like the divine is really asking you to just lean on them a little bit. Trust in them a little bit. Trust that the signs, synchronicities, and the information that you need is going to come to you. 8 of Wands. Okay? Let's just get one more. Oh, wow. That was like a million more. Okay. Tell me more, though. What else? What else does Virgo Libra need to know about this energy? Thank you. Change. Yeah. Change is inevitable. Change is the only constant. Truth be told, it's the only thing that's consistent is that it's going to change. It's going to shift. Okay? But trust that whatever changes might be happening here in your life, Virgo Libra, it's absolutely for the intent purposes of healing. Also for your awareness, illuminating certain things that you maybe didn't see before, getting you to learn more about yourself and maybe even about the leader that you truly are, what that really looks like for you. Okay? But it's almost like looking, I don't know why all these sayings are coming to my mind. Some of y'all might have like a family member that does a lot of dad jokes or puns or something like that. But it's like, or speaks in quotes like this. But it's like looking at the forest for the trees. I'm probably not saying that right. But it's just this sense of needing to be grounded in the present, right? And again, it's just tapping into the desire that you have and trusting that those desires will be met. right? And you don't have to have all the answers, Virgo Libra. You just have to step and move. You just got to keep going. That's it. All right. Virgo Libra, this has been your cosmic energy spread. I hope that you found this reading helpful and insightful. Hi, Debs. Thanks for being here, love. I appreciate you tuning in. Thank you to everybody else who tuned in as well. If you enjoyed this reading or you connected with the messages or felt like this was helpful for you, make sure you give this video a like. If you haven't subscribed yet to my channel, go ahead and subscribe. I pretty much post videos a lot. At least 6 days out of the week, every other week. Okay, so if you want to tune into that, make sure you just join this tribe. You can also check out my channel memberships for exclusive content like extended love readings, monthly forecast readings, as well as energy shift readings. Okay, so if you're interested in any of that, you can join at any level that feels comfortable and right for you. But if not, Virgo Libra, no harm, no foul. Make sure you guys leave a comment below. Let me know what resonated or connected here with you. I love to talk to y'all down there. And I hope to see you all in the next one. All right? Namaste.